The livret agir is a type of saving products that the credit card is presenting to its customers, that can tell them where the money is driven to. Okay, that means usually when you put into your saving account your money in a classical bank or a classical product, even for the credit card, we just get this money at the bank and then we use it where we need it. We don't tell the client where the money is used where. What we do with the livret agir, you can decide in different sectors, not precisely to which type of enterprise, but to which sectors your money is designed to be used for. And for example, for the livret agir, we designed 3 wide sectors among the clients of the credit card. It's agir, which is acting for. In French, agir is the word for acting for the planet, for example, acting for solidarity, or acting for a new type of enterprise. So you decide, you as a client, this is my saving accounts, I will get a return. Okay, I will be paid for the savings, but I want my money to be used for this sector. So that's, in a way, innovative, because it's up to you as a depositor, as a saving, for your saving accounts, to be part of the banking process. What is your money is used for? That's something which is interesting, because it's all that idea of course, being able of getting tracking the money, but not only on a sector, an activity, but on a territory. That's something which is interesting. So it is a product that the credit cooperative designed for regions, French regions, which is the north region, around Lille. Lille is the capital city of the north. And this part of France has been in the past a very powerful industrial region, with coal mines, with heavy steel plants, and so on. So, of course, this region has been affected by desindustrialization, because most of these activities have been stopped for many reasons. And this region wanted and decided to re-industrialize. So this region decided it is important to be part of the globalization process, but to give again work to people, to re-industrialize in a new way, in a new process. So they decided to work with Jeremy Rifkin, who invented this idea of third industrial revolution. And so they have been working and decide, we want to do this and this and this. And they wanted a banker. And they wanted a banker that could gather people living in the region or not living in the region, wherever they could be, would be interesting that their money would do 2 things. Of course, be turned in the new sectors for the future industry. And secondly, in their region. So, and it worked wonderfully. In 6 months, we've done what we expected for 1 year. So, and many other regions came to us and said, this is wonderful. We want it for us. So now we're going to expand the concept, not the TRI, the third industrial revolution, because in some regions, they live much more on agriculture. So they don't want to re-industrialize, but all they want is the money of people living there or being interesting for these regions to be invested, to be turned into loans for their project. So the next step will be the livret d'épargne, the spendthrift product for your regions and your projects. It has been a real tremendous thing for us, because it pushed us to find new projects. Because in fact, the deal or the accountability we have, we said people, we will use your money. And of course, we couldn't stay there and tell, okay, it's wonderful, we get the money, but we had to find ways to use it. So it works tremendously because it pushes people to be active, to be proactive, and to make in a better way, in a more active way, the classical banker's job, business, which is find project. That's the most important, because the drive for a bank is not to gather the money, it's to make loans. It is important for the credit cooperative to draw and to drive itself on this path of creating new types of products for two main reasons. First one, it's very rooted, deep-rooted into a cooperative bank, because we're a bank, but first we're a cooperative. So it is important that the people who make the deposits are and feel they are the bankers. So that's why we say, and that's the motto we have for the bank, all cooperators, all bankers. Of course, it's very interesting. It might be provocative, because for some people, they don't want to be bankers. Of course, for them, it's a shame. But for us, we have to teach them or to make them understand that money is not neutral. They can decide where they want their money to be put on for deposits. There are different types of banks. They can decide, and that's the first thing. But behind that, there is also that questions of what was discovered by the crisis, the black box effect. What do they do with my money? Some people, they discovered their money were used in tax shelter, and they don't want their money to be used in tax shelter. So either you decide to put it on a negative way, and that's what we do in credit cooperative, for example. We say we're the banks who never works in any tax shelter in the world. That's one thing. But you can be also positive, because it's not enough to say, okay, no harms, whatever you decide not. I believe it's much more powerful to be positive, and you say, okay, we know what you don't want, but we also help you to decide what you could want. And okay, you decide, I want to be useful for the planet. I want useful to my community, for social meanings and so on. So that's the main reasons why I believe a value-based bank should be acting on this type of things. And of course, then we have to demonstrate by concrete effect. And what we do, for example, with Livret Agir, we propose in regions at least once a year, or in the Livret third revolution, industrial revolution, we gather the people and we give them the opportunity to meet with the enterprise that has been decided to get the loans made by the bank. So it's very useful because you made a shortcut, but a very wise shortcut, because it empowers people by gathering the money, by gathering the people, gathering the ideas.